With what's working now on Mondays. Has it been forever? Yes. But we're back, and we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Just joking. We're not going to talk about Bitcoin. That's for everybody else. To us, we're going to talk about, drumroll please, some Ascension Ladders. So you might be thinking, hold up, 1 minute. Ascension Ladders, I know that. Everybody talks about that. Well, my friend, you probably know about the one and only up-trending Ascension Ladder. There's actually 3 Ascension Ladders that we have found to be quite cool, actually. So here's a couple things. Is make sure you save this video. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I'm going to teach you a couple cool things that I know about and what we're learning in our business, and then going to share those with you because that's exactly what we do. And when you stay until the end, I have a special bonus just for you, my friend. So you get that as long as you stay on here. So I'm going to make sure I'm alive. I'm alive. There we go. There's everybody. What's up, everybody? Give me a comment. Hopefully, I get some comments to see you guys. I see you guys a lot of you guys here. So let me shout out your name and say hello as you're doing that. Oh no! Oh no! Give me a comment. Some comments. Jared, we forgot to mute it. Sorry. All right. So, anyways, what's going on, Craig? What's up, Jared? What's up, Jodine? Good to see you guys here. Perfect. All right. Cool. Comment those and we'll see. So let me grab some chalk. I want to show you the one that you guys know first, and then the other 2 that we have found. And then I want you to go to basically whatever you're building. If you're building Shopify stores, if you're building cart stores, if you're building funnels, if you're building just regular websites, go and look after you learn these 3 Ascension Ladders and see which ones you currently have and then which ones you can adapt to maybe change how your average cart value is pulling. So first off is we always have the average cart value, right? That's what we're a lot of times looking at. So what is my average cart value? That is the average cart value of 100 people, 1,000 people, however many people come through an order through your carts, through your funnels. And what you do is you divide that over the amount of revenue that has been brought in. So if you basically had, I don't know, $12,000 come in and you had 100 people order, that would be what? $120 ACV. All right, checking my math. There we go. So $120 ACV. I might have to draw a little more intense. What's going on, Calvin? Nice to see you here, man. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking always at my average cart value. How can I increase the average cart value, which gives me more premium, which allows me to spend a crap ton more money towards traffic? One big thing, I don't know if you guys do this. My girlfriend, Jennifer, she's always making and inspiring me, which is awesome. But something really cool that she does is she sets reminders in the morning and then at night, asking herself a few questions, such as, how can I be extremely productive today? And then the night question is, what could I have done better to be more productive? And one thing that I'm always looking at is, how am I able to be on the front page of Yahoo? How am I able to be on the front page of AOL or MSN or one of those big chain websites to have all my ads and my traffic? How can I be the #1 spender on Facebook this year? So those are the questions that I like to ask myself to make me think a little bit bigger and to say, okay, how can we afford it? Because if we can afford it, we can create more buyers, which creates more leads, which obviously kind of makes the whole thing work. So my average cart value, I'm always looking at that. What is that and how do I increase it? Because with increase, that increases premium. So let's go through the typical Ascension Ladder throughout a funnel. So most of you guys know the typical Ascension Ladder, right, which goes this way. So for instance, let's take, I don't know. What could we take into concept? Let's do toothbrushes. That sounds fun. Okay, so toothbrushes. So let's say there's a funnel I have and it sells toothbrushes. So here someone comes in. This is the entry point, and it is a wonderful toothbrush for maybe $5. All right. So then, obviously, after I purchase my toothbrush, well, you guys know as much as I do what to sell more of, right? Well, that's the upsell. So that's the OTO1. So I might sell them more toothbrushes here, but not just one. I might sell them a bundle. So hey, you just grabbed 1 for $5. How would you love 5 for $15? So they get now 5 toothbrushes for 15 buckaroos. So as you can see, what this Ascension Ladder is doing is it's increasing the price. So $5 to $15. Now with that, I need some toothpaste. So let me get some toothpaste going here. Maybe that's a really expensive. We actually just purchased some toothpaste. I don't know if you guys have seen that charcoal toothpaste that's going around. It's like $40 for a tube. A little intense, but it was a buy one get one, so we got each one for $20. So you got this paste up here. Maybe that's let's say $40. Some intense stuff, and then maybe this this last piece of the funnel, that might be one of those water picks. I don't know if you guys ever use those. Those are kind of cool. Some water picks. And those things range, I don't know, about 120 bucks or so. So what I love about this is the price increases, okay? And that's pretty cool to see. Now, what I like to do is I like to go through each piece of the funnel and know how each of those sets are converting. So what's my conversions? So for instance, let's say my order form's converting at, 10%, okay? And then my upsell, that's usually about an easy 20% is what we target for. So 20%, and then they kind of boggle back and forth. So let's say the pace is at 10% and then a higher ticket item maybe at 5%. And then I would go through these numbers and I would look, okay, what is my entire average cart value as people are coming through? And I'll say, okay, I'll take the last 100 orders or 1,000 orders, however many we have. I'll look at that average cart value and then I try to tweak this, right? I try to increase these percentages. Like, okay, how do I go from 20 to 25%? Or how do I go from 10% to 15%? Or how do I go from 5% to 10%? Which is going to obviously increase that average cart value or the amount of money that's coming in per acquisition, per order. Now, the other way, this is really cool, is the flat line. So let's say you have an Ascension Ladder, but the ladder stays flat. Okay? So basically, if you guys ever gone to Walmart, especially during Christmas time, what's really cool about that? What's going on, Jacob? Good to see you here. What's cool about that is, you know, like we have teachers, like my little guy goes to a school and they always say, okay, this is what they love. They love chocolate, hot chocolate milk, or they love, cheese. And so you get those little packets that are like 20 bucks. But if you go to Walmart, you'll notice that there's a whole entire shelf of just 10, $15, $20 items that's really easy to pick up. It's like a Starbucks cup and some coffee, or really just, whatever, which is really cool. So what if you did the same thing? What if your funnel was kind of like that Christmas shelf, where as you go through, everything's pretty much the similar pricing, such as, let's say we had some sort of really cool front end item and it was $20. And then the next item was 20 bucks. And then the following item was around that $20 mark. So realistically, your ladder, even though you have upsells, but everything stays the same because a lot of people are okay just handing you a couple 20s. But at the end of the day, if you have people who grab 3 or 5 or 10 or whatever, shoot, that's 60 to 100 bucks. Pretty simple, right? Whereas in this case, people are only grabbing something that's $15 and then something that's $40, which is 10% or 5% of 120. So it's interesting to see the dynamics between people as they buy. So are they buying all items at $5 and $10 and $15 and $20? Or are they okay purchasing things at 120 bucks or $40? That's the question. So when you're going and looking at your funnels or your carts, how are they set up? Are you going the opposite way? Are you trying to sell a $120 item and then selling a $40 item and then selling a $15 item? We've done that. Or 20, 20, 20 all the way flatlined, okay? So that's the other one, is almost like the reverse Ascension Ladder. So basically you start them really high and then work your way down. So maybe you start them at, something that's like 120 bucks or $60 or something. And then you say, okay, grab this, it's $40. Then grab this, it's $15. Then grab this is $10. So you're sending them down. So maybe your conversions are a lot higher because they're okay paying $120 on the front end, so they got a lot more cash to burn. And then they're also okay spending $40 because they just spent 120 and then 15 and 10. So what's really cool about this is to see just the different ways of funnels and how they can kind of act as ladders, right? So you have your Ascension Ladder, you have your Descension, and then you have your straight line. So that's what I want you to look at is how are your funnels set up? What does yours look like, okay? How are they put together and how are they performing? So here's the test, is you have your current one, so start split testing. Start split testing some different price variants and see which one brings in more revenue per click. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for. Because we are paying for clicks, we're paying for those impressions, so we want to maximize those clicks. So the more money that I can earn per click, the more money I'm able to spend. Especially when you're able to spend $1 per click or $1.50 per click or $2 per click, you can send an astonishing amount of traffic. So here's the thing. is we are doing something really cool coming up in February. It's actually around the Valentine's Day mark, which I think it's the 12th, 13th, and 14th. We're doing a really cool thing here in St. Louis, which is we're holding our second reactive funnel event. It's going to be absolutely astounding, okay? So this is what's really cool about this, is we are going to be able to show you how to build a reactive funnel, which is going to allow you to double your conversions, think about that, and double your cart value. So that will buy you a ton of traffic. A lot of you guys are getting 2% click to orders. I'm talking 4%, 5% click to orders, okay? When someone clicks to order, you're looking at a 6 or 4% conversion. And then, of course, you have your average cart value. So if your average cart value is now $40, I'm going to show you how to make it $80, $60, $80, $90, $100 up and upwards on those average cart values. And that's exactly what you need, because you might be at a pivotal point right now where you're buying traffic, but it's at break even, or it's above, right? You can't buy any more traffic because it's too expensive. With a reactive funnel, that's not the case. The case is that you'll be able to double your conversions. So for every click, you get 2, right? So for every 10 clicks, you're getting double the amount of conversions you normally would. Secondly, your cart values are bigger. Instead of getting $40 per conversion, now you're getting $80 per conversion. And I feel that would make your traffic a lot cheaper, if you know what I mean. So I've included a link in this post. All you gotta do is click that. Join me in a conversation. We're gonna jump on a call, have a conversation with you, and see if the event's for you. You know, see if you kind of fit the criteria, see if you're up for it. It's right here in St. Louis, Missouri. It's gonna be a 3-day, all-intensive, all-inclusive kind of event. It's a workshop. It is probably one of the best workshops out there because we actually handhold you building a reactive funnel step by step, to the sales copy, to the order forms, to how the whole thing is put together. And so you leave with a working reactive funnel ready for traffic. Guys, my name's Trey Lewellen. I appreciate you being on here. Click that link. Join me for a call, a one-on-one session. And I look forward to reaching out. Look forward to you reaching out, me talking to you, and having a good old time. So I'll see you guys next week on Monday. What's working now? Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.